Hello and welcome to this latest Lukozer retro game review, and this time the game is V from Ocean, which as you can see was released in 1986, and as you can hear features no music at all on the title screen. Indeed, it features no music at all, full stop. Yeah, there's no Martin Galway, no Fred Gray, no Jonathan Dunn, nobody. It's rather sadly musically lacking. So when I bought this back in the day, and I bought this, I think it was the first day of release, let alone the first week, I was rather disappointed by that. So this is obviously a film and television license tie-in, and that usually gives you a pretty good idea of what to expect. However, in this case, this is one of an extremely rare example where indeed I think V and Platoon are the only two such cases where this happens, which is that it's an officially licensed game that is actually pretty good. However, now that I've said that, this now has the potential to fall flat on its face if I fuck up this beginning. So, let's see how we do. I've had to make some changes to the sound and lower the sound volume a bit, and once I start the game you'll see why, or hear why. Here we go. Now you start in the hangar, having just got on board the mothership. Well, your main character is a sprite that seems a bit Impossible Mission-esque in the way he runs about, and he actually, his jumping is more a sort of roll rather than a jump. If we move down, we then access what is called the communiputer. Yes, I wasn't too impressed with that either. So the first thing to do is to lay the explosive charge in this area, which I have now done. Now there are nowhere in the instructions does it tell you what any of these symbols mean. You have to work it out, because it is essentially a piece of alien technology, so you know. So in that regard, I've got no problem with that. Some of the reviews were rather disparaging about that, but I thought it added to the realism. Now we get to this part. We have to get this code set so that all the characters are matching, and when they are, we can then get out of here. But until they are matching, we are stuck in this section, and I can never remember which keys or which characters do what, but I'm doing better than unusual. Damn it, I was sure there was one that did just the second and fifth, but no, there's one that does the first and fifth, but there isn't one that does first and second. Here we go. Right, so we can now get out of here. Now these green pads are transmats. Now the trouble is, I'm going to emerge right on top of those robots here. Now those green robots are supposedly just like cleaners almost. They don't really do a great deal. The yellow ones and the cyan ones are the ones that you have to try and destroy. Now that heart rate that's was speeding up and is now gradually slowing down again. If that goes too fast, you die of a heart attack. But you only get the one life, so you need to be careful. Right, now that we've escaped from there, there are Well, there's one particular area we need to find, which is the access to the next section of the mothership that we're on board. There's also, if you really want to do it, although I never bother doing it, a laboratory where you can put together the formula to create the red dust, which will destroy the visitors within their own ship and therefore stop the robots coming after you. I don't bother doing that. Now, these beamer pads are a bit tricky to manipulate actually, because they require pixel perfect positioning. Once you've got the hang of it, it comes quite easily. Now at the bottom of the central panel you'll notice the red line there. That's the charge for my weapon, so you only have a limited number of shots, but there are panels around the station, or around the ship, that allow you to recharge. If I find one, I will make use of it, because I could do with it. That way, see if it's this way. Not this way either. Okay, well, we'll head down anyway. That didn't help much. The only trouble with the beamer pads is once you are beginning to travel on them, any robots that walk past, you can't really do anything about them. Same when you're materialising the other side. Now every time you do pretty much anything, whether it be destroy a robot, use a beamer pad, recharge your weapon, or drop any of those energy barriers that were holding me in at the landing bay there, the visitors are notified of it, and the security is stepped up even further. I'm still frantically trying to find this escape section to take me to the next part of the ship. I believe there are 6 parts, 6 like different sections to the mothership, and they each have a particular area, such as the what was it? The hangar. They each have a particular area that's unique to their own section, where you have to lay another explosive charge. So I'm clearly going around in circles, so I need to find a pad that will take me further down, unless I'm on the very bottom level already. Seems to be the case. I think I am on the very bottom level, so every pad is now just going to take me up. Well, clearly I need to go up, so let's find an area where there is then right, okay, so I need to go here. I need to head back up again. I think you may have heard now, or at least realised by now, why I felt it necessary to adjust the sound settings a bit. That background noise does start to get a bit tiresome, but if you're playing the game and doing pretty well, then you tend not to notice it so much. You get a bit too sort of engrossed in what you're doing, and you can blank it out. The reviews were not particularly kind to this game. I think they were rather unfair, actually. I think the game is a lot better than the reviews suggested. But and rather ridiculously, the thing that they tended to focus on as to why it wasn't very good was the sound. Well, although the sound does certainly help in making will help with the atmosphere of a game, it's not the be-all or end-all. Okay, it looks like I'm going to have to go up to that area now. This is what I mean about the pixel perfect positioning to well, that didn't help me one bit. Oh, I'm in a bit of a bad way here. I can't use that pad until that robot is definitely gone. I don't really want to go down anyway. I've already been down. Okay, let's risk it. And yeah, unfortunately there's no death scene, so it just takes you straight back to the title screen, which means that if you die while you are firing away at a robot, you inadvertently start the game again. So in that area it's a bit sloppy. Now I'm going to have to try again because I didn't show you very much at all, which means having to try and sit through this whole bloody right, we'll lay the charge. Let's see if I can do this one fairly quickly. Right, let's get out of here. The positioning of everywhere is rather random. Well, it's randomised to a degree. You don't know whereabouts. I was on level 5 this time. Let's see if we can find anything around here that it's going to help me. I think I've already gone round there once, so let's head back up to level 4 where we are, and then let's go on to level 3. So we're now on to level 3 here. This is a recharge area. At the moment I can't use it because my weapon is fully charged, so let's fire a few shots. And then you pull down to recharge your weapon. Now the thing is, they then register that power drain, and now they know where you are again. Let's go up to level 2. Going down didn't seem to help me too much as far as finding the access to the next part of the ship. So let's see if going up will help. We're currently on level 2, so this, yep, we're now heading to level 1, which I thought would be the top level, but it looks like there is a level above us still, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but there we go, we'll give it a try anyway. Now you do have a time limit. Again, the time is shown using the visitor's characters. So you need to work out which, you know, what they are representing. And again, that was something that it was criticised for, but you know, you're on an alien ship. They're not going to change their you know, their language and their number displays just for the benefit of you, especially seeing as you're there to try and destroy them. So I've got no problem with the fact that it's using all of the alien language and all that business. And I think it was a pretty short-sighted point of view, you know, on behalf of the reviewers. I'm particularly thinking of Zap64, who were one of the prime was the prime magazine for criticising it for that. They only rated this game 40%, which I think is vastly underrated, and bearing in mind that is the magazine that gave Ballblazer 98% and gave the Sentinel, which is not a bad game, but they rated that somewhere between 96 and 98, and okay, it's not bad, but it's not fucking 96 or 98. And they gave this 40. So they are a bit, I'm in a bit of grief here. It is a bit, a bone of contention really, but, oh shit. I don't know how I got away with that. Right, all that travelling around, here I am back at the recharger. I'll recharge it again. And I'm more or less back where I started. Obviously going up didn't help me one bit, so we need to go down. See if we can find some more... Alright, here's one that will take us down a level. See if we can... Right, so that has been picked up. You see there the damage on level 7. They're sending maintenance units out here. That's the cyan coloured droids that they send out. And again, they will cause your heart rate to surge if they touch you, or all robots do. The only robot that can't touch you is the dark blue one. They are the monitor robots, but if they see you, they will send all manner of security robots there. Here I am with the pixel perfect alignment, not being able to get it. Damn it, he's hanging around too high. I can't actually hit him. I'm going to have to risk this. Right, and there is the way across to the next section. Right, that there is the laboratory where the red dust can be made, but I'm not fussed about doing that because it's a lot of arsing about. Oh, Jesus. Right, I've never had this issue before, but it looks like I'm going to have to try and open these bloody barriers in order to get through. Right, so it's only the third one that's this is where I start having problems because I'm changing too many of the bloody characters. And I'm just making it more and more complicated. Trying to do, even though it looks like I'm just picking random numbers, is to get them all to show those sort of right angled ones. Okay, well, wait a minute, where's the one that, yeah, here it is. Right, you've only got a limited amount of time to actually get through, so, right. Yeah, see, the barriers are back up again, so damn it! I didn't I didn't see what level I was on here. Level 14. That must mean I'm right close to the bottom. Let's check. There was a pad here. There it is. That takes us down a level. 14. So we're now down on level 15. I think that's the bottom level. Yeah, it looks like it is. So clearly the section I need to destroy is nowhere near here. Let's get back up. Position ourselves better. Whoa. Oh. That's alright, the other side of the wall was, I think he's going to find his way back here. It's taking me back down again. Alright, let's head back up. Making our way up quite well. Oh, well, we were. I didn't see a pad around here that, yeah, alright, I'm going to have to do it the long way around. Oh, I'm about to head where there are two of those things. Okay, let's try and get out of here. There we go. Got away with that. I could really do with finding a power outlet because there's one underneath me now. Right, well, I need me weaponry charge, so let's risk it. Shit. Alright, that's one gone. The other one keeps hanging around out of range. Right, weapon's fully charged. He's not moving, he was staying around in that one area all the time. But it's meant getting back up there is bloody awkward. Here we go. Right, and there is another robot up here somewhere. Unless he's now buggered off. Which would be very handy if he had. Okay, he hadn't. Now he has. Oh, got him. Whoa! I haven't seen that purple one before. Alright, I'm nearly dead here. Oh, well, let's risk it. I mean, this video's been going on long enough and you've seen, you know, plenty of the game to get the gist of what you need to do, so I guess it doesn't matter if I croak it now. So in fact, yeah, let's make sure I do. So that is V. See, some complaints made about it was that it was a bit of a poor man's Impossible mission, and I just thought, well, how is that possibly a bad thing? You know, it's Impossible Mission, as I constantly say, is the greatest game ever made, and this is a not quite as good but similar sort of game to that. Well, that's not a bad thing as far as I'm concerned. I think all of the professional, if you call them that, reviews were unbelievably unfair. Yes, it does have some stupid things. I mean, when you die, it just goes straight back to the title page. There's no actual death scene, so like I was saying earlier, if you're shooting at something at the time, you've got a very high possibility of pushing fire right away and starting the game again, straight off. That's a bit sloppy. There is no music at all, which is unlike Ocean, and this game could have, I think, easily done with some rather atmospheric music for the title page, in a similar sort of vein to how the game Alien had some pretty good atmospheric music that was quite simple, but it worked. And I'm sure someone like Martin Galway, in fact Galway in particular with his music style, I think could have done it really well. Fred Gray and Jonathan Dunn tend to be a bit more elaborate. I don't know if they could have held themselves back quite so much. But I think the game is brilliant. I really like it. I would give it, it's not quite good enough for a 9, so I'll give it 8.5 out of 10. And yeah, I'm a fan. I highly recommend it to any of you. So there we go, that is the computer game, and that is also this review. So see you on the next one.